Ready? Paragraph. Start. It is clear from the discussion made herein above that the said case was not one relating to compounding of offense. Apart from that, the court found that the dues of the banks have been satisfied by receiving the money, and the suits filed by the bank in the civil court have been compromised. The FIR were filed in 1987 to 1988, and the investigation had not been completed till 1991. On those facts, the court rendering the judgment in July 1996 failed that having regard to the lapse of time, and also having regard to the fact that there is a compromise decree satisfying the bank's dues, there is no purpose in allowing the criminal prosecution to proceed on this consideration. This court held the prosing of section 482 of Criminal Procedure Code. In the facts of that case, the learned judges held that the bank filed suits for recovery of the dues on account of grant of credit facility, and the suits have been compromised on receiving the payments from the company concerned. The learned court held it an offense of cheating in prima facie constitute. Such offense is a compoundable offense, and compromised decrees passed in the suits instituted by the banks for all intents and purposes amount to compounding of the offense of cheating. In that case, the court came to the conclusion, since the claims of the banks have been satisfied and the suits instituted by the banks have been compromised on receiving payments, the court felt that the complaint should not be pursued any further, and therefore the decision of the High Court in quashing the complaint does not require any interference under Article 136 of the Constitution. Paragraph. It is therefore clear that no legal proposition has been laid down on the compounding of offense in Duncan's Agro. This court proceeded on the peculiar facts of the case discussed above. Therefore, the said decision cannot be an authority to contend that by mere sanctioning of a scheme the offences committed by the appellant company prior to the scheme stand automatically compounded. Reliance was also placed on the decision of this court in the case of CBI New Delhi reported in 5 SSC 257. In that case, reliance was placed on the decision of this court in Duncan's Agro as such. Paragraph. The court found that the aforesaid scheme, being a voluntary scheme introduced by the Government of India, has provided that if the dispute and demand is settled by the authority and pending proceedings were withdrawn by an importer, the balance demand against the importer shall be dropped, and the importer shall be immune from any penal proceedings under any law. The court also came to the conclusion that under the Customs Act 1962, the appellant have been discharged and the scheme granted them immunity from prosecution. On those facts, the court held that the immunity which has been granted under the provisions of Customs Act will also extend to such. Stop.